Today is the 3rd of July. It is the 4th of July weekend for the USA, United States of America. Ash did a webinar yesterday, and he talked about the status quo of Onpassive. So, what is the status quo of Onpassive? Everything that Ash said was just absolutely positive and powerful. And as we look at Onpassive today, we are getting ready to go into the soft launch. Now, why hasn't the soft launch happened over the last couple of days? And the soft launch is right on time. It's not early, it's not late, it's right on time. But what's happened with the soft launch? Onpassive, they're ready to rock and roll. They're ready to go. All Ash has to do is push a button, and the soft launch begins now. What Onpassive is waiting for is they're waiting for a response from one of their vendors. And the reason that response has to come is because Onpassive obviously is dealing with 200 countries, 200 languages, and Ash wants to make sure that everybody in Onpassive, in that founder position, the early bird position of the GoFounder, everybody can get paid on time. When they get the money, they can take it out now. That's a really, really good thing. But Onpassive today, they're not late, they're not early. The soft launch of Onpassive is right where it needs to be. And because it's the 4th of July weekend in the United States, chances are that response that they need from their vendor, chances are they won't get it until Monday, Tuesday, sometime next week. So the soft launch, what that does for us as founding members, we still have the opportunity to bring other founders in onto our team, and they can pay at that $97 level. Now, as we do the soft launch, that cost goes up to $149. For me, the people I'm talking to, that does not matter. They don't even care about that. Personally, I would pay 10 grand today to come in, get a position in Onpassive, and then take the ride of a lifetime. So the $149, it is not a big deal. People are not concerned about that. And what we have over the next couple of days is we've got a little bit more time. If you are an individual that's looking at Onpassive, that wants to come in, get that early bird position, lock your position in Onpassive and the pay structure of Onpassive, you have a couple of more days to come in, pay the $97. And then what's going to happen as we do the soft launch, which is going to happen very, very quickly, guys, you are going to have the opportunity to participate in that first marketing campaign where Ash and his team will start driving traffic for the existing founding members and bringing in additional founders for us. This is really, really a big deal. The majority of the people online cannot build their team. And if you can come in, participate in that first marketing campaign, you want to do that because Ash and his team of technicians in Bangalore, 200 strong, will actually start to build your business for you. Really, really a big deal. Another thing that Ash talked about was the security that surrounds Onpassive. And Ash told us that they are laying on layer after layer after layer of security for Onpassive, for the GoFounder position. And that's such a big deal because as the money starts to flow to the people in Onpassive, believe me, we want that security to be top notch, and it will absolutely be the best of the best. Now, as we look at Onpassive and the company of Onpassive, they are an AI IT company, an artificial intelligence, informational technology company. That is the label that they are getting around the whole world, not only with the people that are in Onpassive, but with the governments and regulators around the world. They are an AI IT company. All the other labels that people put on Onpassive, whether it's the founding members or those people that haven't come in yet, you really need to get rid of those labels because they're not applicable to Onpassive. Onpassive is an artificial intelligence informational technology company. Really, really a big deal. This is a company. This is not a program. It's not something that you can go out, get into, and try and make money for 2 or 3 months, and then it's dead. Onpassive, it will be a Google, it will be an Amazon, it will be a Facebook, it will be an Apple, it will be one of the big dogs online. So if you're using some of the terminologies, whether it's an affiliate marketing, network marketing, that's not what Onpassive is, guys. Onpassive can come in and they can pay us any way they want as we come into Onpassive and become independent resellers of the IT products, which we will all be. All the founders will be independent resellers of the IT products as Onpassive launches to the world. So if you're using some of that technology, some of those terminologies, stop it. Don't use it anymore. It doesn't help Onpassive as they talk to the regulators around the world. Their label is an AI IT company, and it is a real full-blown company. And as we look at Onpassive, and as it launches to the world, and believe me, a program will never do this. Most companies, in fact, I don't know of another company that has ever done this. But as Onpassive launches to the world and starts marketing to customers, they will start, this is their starting point. They will start as a unicorn company, a company that has a value of over $1 billion. Now, you won't find another company like that. And I don't care what company you're looking at, whether it's a Google, whether it's Amazon, whether it's an Apple. I don't care what the company is. None of these companies, as they launched, started out as a unicorn company, a billion-dollar company. This is really, really a big deal because of the leverage it gives Onpassive and all the things that they're going to be doing for the founding members of Onpassive. Now, the founding member, I've had the question, how many founding members will there be in Onpassive? And Ash kind of answered that. He said, yes, there is a number that once we get to that number, that position will be shut off. And there will be no more founding members coming into Onpassive. He didn't give us that number. And it really doesn't matter. He's got that in his head. When it happens, he's going to come out and tell us. Now, does that mean if you don't come in as a founding member, you can never participate with Onpassive? No, that's not what it means. You can still come in, participate with Onpassive, participate with the company, the pay structure, everything that's in Onpassive. Your label will be independent reseller of the IT product, which is fine. We're all going to be that. But the reason the founding position is so powerful today, there are things in the founding position that we don't know about that will benefit your bottom line. It will increase the bottom line of the founding members on Onpassive. There are things that Ash is going to be doing that we don't know yet. I don't even know it. That will really benefit the founding members. Now, does that mean if you come in after the launch, you become an independent reseller of the IT product, that you missed the boat, you're not going to be successful? No, that's not even close. Anybody coming into Onpassive and participating with Onpassive, because of the way Onpassive is structured, because of what they're doing, because of the volume they're going to be having, the amount of customers that are going to be coming in very, very quickly, we're all going to do really, really well. It doesn't matter where you're at or what your label is. You're going to do absolutely terrific. That brings me to the comp plan. As Onpassive launches to the world, the comp plan of Onpassive will change. Okay? And I've talked a great deal about the compensation program of Onpassive. And again, Onpassive, they are a company, an AI IT company. They can choose any way they want to pay us. But I can tell you, and I know some people are just freaking out right now. What do you mean the compensation plan is going to change? What's going to happen? We're not going to make the money we thought we were going to make? Onpassive never moves backwards. They always move forward. And whatever Onpassive does, it will be better than what you thought it would be. In fact, whatever you're thinking today with the old compensation plan, whatever you thought you might make, whatever you thought you could make, take that number and multiply it by 10 or 100. This compensation program is so much better than what I've talked about in the past. It will blow your mind. Now, Do not call me and ask me what the compensation program is going to be. It is proprietary. I will not tell you. So don't call me, don't write me, don't ask me about it. As we launch to the world, I will come on and I will give a full description of the compensation plan for those founding members in Onpassive, those individuals that are working with Onpassive. But I won't do it before then. All I can tell you is whatever you thought it was, and it was really, really good, multiply it by 10 or 100, and you're going to start to get close to what it is. It's even better than that, guys. This is absolutely awesome. So that's kind of what Ash talked about on the webinar yesterday. He just gave a status quo, where we're at, where the soft launch is. We're very, very close. They're just waiting for a couple of things, and he's going to push that button, and it is going to start. The founding member, that price will go up from $97 to $149. I would recommend, if you're looking at Onpassive and you want to take this ride of a lifetime, come on in, pay the $97. You will be in a really, really good spot. And then Ash and his team are going to start to build your team. And we know that most people online, 97% of them, cannot build a team. We're going to take care of that for you. And obviously, if you're on our team, Onpassive Nation, we're really going to take care of it for you. Along with what Onpassive does, what Marty, Dan, and I do. Marty and Dan are my partners. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. And the people on our team, we are just rocking and rolling. This thing is just, it really is exploding, not only in Onpassive, but in Onpassive Nation. This is a really, really cool time. So come on in, pay the $97, and then get ready to have Onpassive and Onpassive Nation build your team. And from there, we're in a really, really great place. Onpassive will launch in 2020. They're going to start doing all their testing. Once they get that done, Ash is going to give us a date. We are launching this date. And when he gives us that date, that's when it's going to happen. He hasn't done that yet, but he will. Last thing I want to talk about, just kind of a fun thing. Onpassive is coming out with their own shop, and they're going to have hats and shirts and mugs and that kind of thing. Just a fun thing to have. We've had people on our team, Marty, when he does his lives, he wears a hat, and of course it says Onpassive. And we've had a lot of people come in and ask for those hats. Ash is getting that going. The shop will be up and running shortly. And then you'll be able to go in and order the Onpassive hats and the shirts and the mugs. And obviously, Onpassive Nation, we're going to have some fun with that with the people on our team. A little contest, how people do week to week, month to month, and be able to hand out some of those things. Just some fun things to do. So Onpassive, yeah, they're running full bore right now. They're running forward. Everything they do moves the ball forward and improves our lives as we look at it. So that's the status quo of Onpassive. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I always recommend you do that. You go down there, hit the bell, subscribe, and then hit the bell on the right, and you will get updates as I do more videos. And believe me, I will be doing more videos because Onpassive is changing almost every day now. Again, this is the 4th of July weekend. Enjoy the weekend and just be with your family, your friends. Enjoy the weekend. And as we get into to next week, early next week, yeah, it's just going to start rumbling again. And I'll have more for you probably early, midweek about the soft launch and everything else that Ash is sharing with us. So that's it for today, guys. Just a quick status quo of Onpassive. And from there, get ready. It's getting really, really fun. Chat with you later. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you at the top. Take care.